So the evidence of the existence of natural law is the resultant state of existence which humanity receives, in other words, the human condition that we get, as a direct consequential result of humanity's aggregate behavior. And again, in parentheses, I put there so it could be easily understood, they're receiving the human condition. This is the condition that we must live in as a result of our behavioral choices and then carrying out those behaviors. In other words, we made our bed, now we must lie in it. And now we must experience the result of what we chose. It's the laws of consequence. It's choice and consequence. That's all it is. It's a cosmic game of choice and consequence. The law of freedom has a quantifiable effect. That means we don't have to guess at it. It's not a religion. It's not a belief system. It works as a science. The effect that we receive in the world as a direct result of what we believed in, as how we thought, then what we did through our behaviors has a quantifiable effect and result in the world that comes out through the human condition that we experience as life, as quality of life on this planet. And then the conclusion is very simple. The aggregate freedom of the people of any given society is directly proportional to that society's aggregate morality. And since we are essentially, for the most part, a global society, we are being given the result, the consequence, karmically, consequentially, in direct proportion to the aggregate moral decision-making and moral behaviors that we have made as a species on this planet at this time. Aggregate freedom is directly proportional to aggregate morality. So there I write the law of freedom scientifically as a very simple mathematical equation. The sum of human freedom is directly proportional to the sum of human morality. That's it. That is a law. That's not a theorem. That's not a theory. That's not speculation. That is a law that is extant in the universe, was put there by creation itself, and will exist for as long as the universe exists. We collectively reap the result of the behavior that we collectively sow. That is the law of attraction, ladies and gentlemen. It is not a belief. It is not a woo-woo fucking imbecile, idiotic, new age bullshit religion. It is a quantifiable science that is discoverable through the trivium method of truth discovery. It exists in nature. It is not a constructural idea of the mind. This is a law of nature that exists in the 3D domain. And yet, most people will refuse to believe it, not believe it. They'll refuse to even try to learn about how it works, to accept its existence, to accept its operation. No belief is required. They refuse to come to a place of knowledge regarding it by studying it, observationally and through testing, which can be done. And I've told people I have done experiments on it in the past to see what the results would be, whether choosing moral behavior would lessen chaotic outcome in personal life, not just in the aggregate. And it does. Absolutely. And then more chaotic behavior comes about when more immoral behaviors are chosen and enacted.